Hey, what is up guys? Phoenix here, and as requested, here's the Dipper Pines tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to build this. And as you can see, I have all these blocks on it, because before when I built it, I did it in my spare time, and I didn't have any counter of where the blocks went. So I had to keep an accurate number of where the blocks went, so that's why I was building this template using things. So let's get started. Okay, and we're back. So first off, what we're going to do is start off with some black wool. We're going to put 2 vertical pieces, like so. Then we're going to come up and to the right, 16 vertical pieces. So let's break it up into 2 groups of 8 so we don't lose count. So 1, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Then we're going to come down 3 blocks from there. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll leave that for a marker for later. Don't do anything with it, just leave that there. And we're going to come back to the top right here and continue building. Next, we're going to come up and to the right 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it should look like this so far. Just a simple diagonal kind of line. Now what we're going to do is coming from here again, we're going to come up and to the right, a backwards R. So we come up and to the right and create our backwards R, like that. And instead of, like this block is going to go up and to the left, and this block is going to go up and to the right, but up and to the right is going to loop back down towards the ground. So let's do the groundwork first. So from here we're going to come up and to the right 3 flat. Then down and to the right 2 vertical. Then from there we're going to come down and to the right 19 vertical. Sorry for not counting there, I usually count aloud. And then we're going to extend this one over to touch over there. So just bring it over. And then after our 19, we're going to come to the left of the final block and come down 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 should touch back on the ground like so. And we're done for right there. Oops, and I forgot to say our color palette earlier, so I'll just go over that right now. So we have sandstone, black, white, red, cyan, dark gray, and brown. 7 colors. Alright, so let's go back to building. Now we're going to come up and to the left from our backwards R, and we're going to put a single block. Then after that single block, we're going to come up and to the left, a backwards R again. Up and to the left, backwards R. Then off the final block on our backwards R, we're going to put 2 flat going to the left. From this final block now, we're going to come up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 blocks, but we came up 4 from that first one. Then on the third block, we're going to put 1 to the left. And on the final block, we're going to put 1 to the right. So what we're going to do next is loop back around again before we finish up. Actually, I'm going to lay some basic base work. We're going to come left here 3 flat, so 1, 2, 3. And we're going to leave that for now. We're going to come back later, but first we're going to work with the right side again. And the right side is going to loop back around to the ground again. So to get it to loop back around to the ground, we're going to come up and to the right 3 flat. Then off of this middle block, we're going to come over 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is just for later. We're not using this to loop around yet. So we're going to come to the second block. So 1, 2, put 1 there, put another one next to it, and put 1 block like that on top. It's like an L. And that's just for later when we're doing the left side, so just ignore that now. But we're going to come back to this final block. So this final block right here, we're going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from this final block, we're going to keep working with the final block. And it's not diagonals yet. I haven't specified diagonals, so we're just going to keep working from going down to the right, like that. Then we're going to do that again, down to the right. So it's like a staircase now. And now from this block, we're going to come down 2. So 1, 2. And then we're going to come to the right of it and down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here's where it hits some big numbers. So from here, we're going to come to the right and down 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 14. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, it's going to get a little tricky with our block counting here. But what we're just going to do is a little cheap trick. So we're going to come down from here all the way to the ground. So it's the ground lined up exactly with it, and we're going to come up 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Make sure it's lined up exactly with this, but there's no space there. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to come to the fourth block from here. So 1, 2, 4. We'll put 1 out there. We're going to bring it up 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it should look exactly like that. And the reason I did that trick with the 11 was because it's hard for me to remember where to start this block from. So now I know it's the 5th block, but I didn't know that before. Alright, so let's get back to building more of the frame actually. We'll get to that part over there later. But for now, let's build more of this jacket part of Dipper. So from here, we're going to put 4 marker blocks. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think earlier we did something wrong actually. Let me see. Whoops, I counted wrong. See, that's why it's good to have a template. Alright, from here we're going to go from here on top of this 11 we had, this block. We're going to come up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to switch to our black wool and put 2 like that. Now above that we should have about 4 to 5 space before we hit the end of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a 4 space gap is correct. So we need to have 4 above it and 4 below it. So if you did that, you know you're correct for these 2 black blocks. Let's delete our placement blocks. So delete all the brown. So just in case that last part confused you where I lost my spot, we came from where this 13 was, up 4, then 2 over. Alright, so let's switch back to our black wool. And now we're going to come down into the right 1 block. Then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 onto that. So once we have the 4 there, we're going to come up into the right 2, flat, and then up into the right 2 flat again. And this second block is actually part of a bigger string, so we're just going to come in and work that in later. But first, let's loop around. There's a lot of looping here, so that's why it's hard to keep track of everything. I'm going to zoom out as much as possible so you guys. Now, let's go to here. I don't know where I want to start next. Let's go up here. And we're going to find a spot where it's after the 14. So you see this 14 right here? We're going to come to this spot after the 14. 5 or so blocks. So let me just zoom out and point it at you for you guys. Right there. And on the second to last block, so it should be this one, we're going to come over another 13 to the right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now the way to see if you did it right is if it lined up with this. And if it did, let's bring this up. So it didn't, so that means I just have an extra block here, so knock it off. So you can see. Now, what we're going to do is bring this down 14. So let's count how much we have already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just need another 7 black wool. So add another 7 to the bottom of it. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then off this final block, we're going to come to the right and come down 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Now, finally, to touch the ground, we're going to come up 3 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, build over 3, and then touch the ground with it. So alright, so I had to fix the rain because that was bothering me. So let's continue this video now. So next what we're going to do is continue from this corner up here, this top right. And we're going to add 1 to the top and to come over 2, so it's 3 flat. Then what we're going to do is come up another 3 flat. And then guess what? We're going to do another 3 flat. So it should look like this. Then what we're going to do is a little staircase ascension. So what we're going to do is the 2 block staircase kind of thing like this. So coming off the final block, we're going to put 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And from that final one now, what we're going to do is we're going to put surrounding it like that. So let me show you it again. Off this final block right here from our staircase, we're going to put 1 to the right and 2 on top like that. So it turned into like a brick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 on top. So now it's 4 straight and 6 below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now coming over to the left from this final block, we're going to put 2 going down in a vertical. Then we'll do it again. So 2 vertical. Then we're going to come down to the right at a diagonal, 4 vertical. So like that, diagonal at 4. And on the second block right here, we'll come over 1 to the left. So this is the part of the pixel art where we're almost done with the lower half. Once this touches the ground, we'll be able to start the face. So I'm pretty sure everybody will be excited to see that once the face comes into play. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to come down and to the left from this block. 9 vertical. So 3, 4. Then from this second block, we're going to come over 1 and bring that down 9 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then from this final block, we're going to come to the right 1 and bring it down to the ground, which should be 12 or 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. 12. Now let's come back up to this 4 right here, and let's bring this down to the ground. So we'll come down into the right 4 vertical. 4. Then down into the right 5 vertical. And off this final 5 block right here, we're going to come over to the right and bring it down 7. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to come down to the right, a diagonal, vertical 10. So diagonal 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's zoom out. This is it for the lower half. And now we can officially start the face. Ooh, and that didn't take that long. Now let's start the face, which will start from... Let's start from the left side, because the right side's pretty easy. So we'll start off the left side with what we did over here. This is L. So we're going to come up and to the left 4 flat blocks. So up and to the left, 4 flat. Then down into the left 2 flat. Then up and to the left 3 flat. And off that final block, we're going to put 1, 2. Then we're going to come up and to the left 2 vertical. And then we're going to come to the left of the final block and come up 3. So 1, 3. Then from the final block, we're going to come up and to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from there, we're going to come up into the right 2 single blocks. So 1. Then we're going to come up into the right 7 flat. Then down into the right 6 vertical. To the right 6. From here, we're going to come down into the right 1 single block. Then up into the right a single block. Then we're going to come up into the right 2 vertical blocks. Then the right of right here, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Then down into the right 3. Then up from here, we're going to put 2 more on top. Then from here, up into the right 3. Then from here, we're going to come up into the left 5 vertical. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Then up into the left 3. Then up into the left 2. And right now what we're doing is we're separating the hair from his face. So these little jagged stuff right here that's coming off is the face, the hair that covers his face. So let's just finish that up real quick. And the rest of it is pretty easy after that. It's just getting the face structure completely finished. So after that 2 vertical, we're going to have up and to left 2 flat. Now to the left of this is where we would start the rest of his hair and his hat, but to the right of it is finishing the rest of his face. So let's go to the right. So we're going to come to the right of this, up and to the right 3 flat. Then up and to the right 2 flat. And on top of that 2, we're going to put another 2 like this to complete like our little staircase thing. Then from there, we're going to come up and to the right 9 singles. So 9 singles up and to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And after that 9, we're going to come up and to the right 2 vertical, so like that. Then up and to the right 2 singles. And on that last single, we're going to come to the right 1, up 2, down 1. Now from there, what we're going to do is we'll come down into the right 4 singles. So 2, 3, 4. And after that 4, we're going to come down into the right 2 flat. Then down into the right 6 flat. Alright, sorry about the delay. I've had people in the background since it's the holidays, and I had to make sure everything was quiet before I started filming again. And then after I did it, I had to retake the video, and I forgot to turn on the mic. So this is now my 4th time doing this part of the video, so yeah, it's a little frustrating. But let's go back to where we have the 6 flat now. One of my other takes, as you can see. So we go where we have the 6 flat, and at the last block, we're going to put 1 on top, 1 below, 2 on top, like that. And now from there, we're going to come down into the right 5 vertical. Then from there, we're going to come down into the left 1, then down into the right 1. Then from here, down into the right 8 vertical. And then we're going to go down to right here and make it meet up with the rest of it. So we'll come to what we have right here. And from this block, we'll come over. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay. From this block, we'll come up and to the right. Actually, not up and to the right. So just to the right. 3 vertical, like that. Then we'll come to the right from here. 9. 2. 9. Now to get it to meet up with this, we'll come up and to the left and bring it up until you meet there at a diagonal. So let's zoom out and see how it looks. Alright. So now what we're going to do next is fill in the eyes. So for the eyes, we're going to come up to where we have this part right here. And we're going to come over another 9 blocks to the left. So this is 1, 8, 9. Then what we're going to do, come to where we have right here. And we're going to put 1 block to the left of it. And from that 1 block, we're going to come down to the left 2 vertical blocks. So 1, 2, 2 single blocks, not vertical. And from that second single block, we're going to put 1 to the left of it, and we'll start the nose. So for the nose, we're going to come down to the left 2 vertical blocks. And we're going to mimic what we do right here to the up and up into the left 1 from the top, and down into the left 1 from the bottom. Then the left 5 flat. So at the bottom, we're going to come down into the left 5 flat. And then finally, we're going to come inward from both sides 1 at a diagonal. So inward 1, getting a circle shape. And that's the nose. Now for the eyes, we're going to do a little trick right here. We're going to put 1 block right here and put 1 to the left, 1 on top, and then destroy that newly placed block. Then from here, we're going to come down from here and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll switch to the black wool and put 1, 2. From here, we'll come down into the left 2. And from the right side, we're going to come down into the right 1. Next, we're going to come to this block right here that we just placed. We're going to come up another 6. So we have 1 right here. We're going to add 6 to it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And from there, we're going to come up into the left 1, 1 again, then up into left 10. Now to complete this eyeball, we're just going to come down into left here, 1. So that's the first eyeball. Now for the second eyeball, what we're going to do is come right here. We're going to come down into the left 2 single blocks, so single block like that. Then down into the left 2, flat. Then down into the left 5 flat. Then up into left 1. Then up into left 2 flat. Then up into left 2 vertical. Then up into left 7 vertical. Then up into the right 1. Up to the right 1 again. Now we're going to start the eyes. So for the eyes, we're going to come over 6 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 3. So 1. And then we're going to put 2 by 2. So this is subject to change, so I'm going to see if it looks good before I confirm it. And now for the next side, we're going to come over 6. 5, 6. Down 2. And then we're going to put our 2 by 2 again. So it does look good, and we'll leave it there. And now let's start up the hair, and that's going to be the final part before we take the break for the day. So we're going to come down to where we have right here, this area right here, and on the final block we're going to come over 3 flat, to the left 2 flat, and we're going to do the staircase. So 1 on top, look like this. Then from there we're going to come up into the left 2 vertical. Then to the final block we're going to come over 1 and up 6. This is 7 blocks, so 1, 2, 3. And on the second to last block we're going to come down 2. No. From this block we're going to come down and extend over 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 8 blocks. Then we'll come to the right of the final block and we'll come up 4. So 4. Then from there we're going to come to the right 1 and then up into the right 1. Then from there we're going to come to the left and up vertical 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To the final block right here, we're going to put a forward R, so R right there. Then we're going to come up into the right 3. Then from this final block, we're going to come up 2. And we're going to work with the middle block for today. Tomorrow, we're going to start with this block. So for this middle block, we're going to come over another 3. Then we're going to come up into the right 3. Final block, come up 3. final block, we're going to come up 2 flat. Then on this last block, we're going to come over 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then come down into the right 1. So that's it for that part of the hair. So tomorrow we're going to finish up the hat and the rest of the hair, and then I'll color it in. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and subscribe for more content. This is Phoenix Death 1, and I'm signing out.